Why so many spiritual seekers do not arrive to the full awakening and get stuck, get into the traps and stay somewhere in between. They do not arrive to the end where they are fully awakened, where their life is fully balanced, and where they discover their three selves. Let's see this in detail in this video. Many people follow the awakening path and they discover only one of the three selves we have. Let's see it here on the illustration. So we have three selves. It's about the Trinity. We don't have only one self, we have three selves. The one self is the lower self. Then we have the higher self, and we have the God, the Absolute, which is the third self. And we have this triangle of Trinity. When we activate the three selves and we arrive to the balance of the three selves, then the energy starts to make a spiral move. The energy starts to move through our body when all the three selves are activated, and the creator is then truly activated in balance. You don't have any extremes in your life. You go through your life smoothly in a true balance with your three selves activated. So what happens with most of the people who follow the awakening path? They arrive here and they discover the absolute energy, the God. They connect to this energy, they do spiritual practices, they do channeling, they do any energy practices, they do anything to connect with this energy of the God. And this is beautiful energy, this is beautiful connection, and it's far from the material life. It's all about the spiritual, and there is everything there, but it's only one of our three selves. And if we don't activate the other two selves, the lower self and the higher self, then we will not be fully awakened. The full awakening comes when we activate the three selves. And to activate the lower self, we need to connect with our body, because our body lives in autopilot, and we are disconnected from our body. We think we feel it, but actually we don't. If we don't do the special practices to reconnect to our body, to feel it fully. And the higher self, we activate it through the observer. We need to observe our thoughts, because usually we live in our thoughts most of the time. We live in the future, which we are planning or dreaming or fearing, or we live in the past, which we are thinking about, remembering, feeling regrets, feeling some different ways, seeing how we could have lived differently the situations, and we do not live in the present moment. So when we follow our thoughts from outside, we activate the observer, and the observer activates the higher self, our one of our three selves. And we need to have in balance the three selves. Then the energy will start flowing through our body. We will have the connection with our body, with our mind, and with our three selves, and we will be the creator of our reality. This is the way to arrive to the full awakening, we need to activate the three selves, not one. The Trinity is important, and it is mentioned in most of the religions and spiritual teachings. You can find the idea of Trinity, of the three forces, but not many people know that you need to activate the three selves. How do you activate them? You activate them through the practices of the present moment. These practices are ancient, and these practices are used now to balance all the system. These practices will balance slowly and safely your brain, the left and the right side, and I explain it in another video in detail, and you can watch this video. I will leave for you the link under this video. And also these practices let you reconnect to your body, so you feel your body, you feel if there is any block, if there is any suppressed emotion, if there is any program in your body, you start to feel it, you start to understand it consciously, and then you come to this total balance of your system. It's not in autopilot anymore like for the most sleeping people. It starts to be fully awakened, not partly awakened. Not only one self is active, but the three selves. This is very important to know. If you want to activate the three selves, you need the practices of the present moment, and you do these practices during the day constantly. They become your way of being, your way of life, and then they balance all your system. You cannot do practices only sometimes in spiritual retreats. You cannot do these practices only one time per day. You do these practices during all day long, and they become just your way of living. You don't need to do something special. You can do these practices while you are living your normal life. You just remember who you are doing these practices. You remember that you are God in the body. You feel this divine energy in your body. You're not in your dreams. You are not in your thoughts. You are present here. You touch your telephone, you feel it. You smell something, you feel it. You hear the voices on the street, you are here present now. You feel your breathe, and you are here and now. You are present. You don't need some special time to do it. You feel just your feet, how they step on the floor, and you are present here and now. If you are working on the computer, you can feel the mouse. If you are driving a car, you can feel the car driving. So this is not something difficult. It's just takes some little effort to get used to this way of life, and then the balance will come by itself when you do these practices. You can find the first practices you can start with on my Telegram channel for free, together with more information on consciousness and on the full awakening. And you can find more information also on in my videos here on YouTube. So you need this information to fully wake up and not to stuck on the way, not to get into some trap, because there are a lot of traps on the way to the full awakening. And most of the people who are going through awakening's way path, who are teaching, even the famous guru, they are many times not fully awakened, and there is some information true and some information is false. So you need to know this, and once you arrive to the full awakening, you will feel that you have fully arrived. There will be nothing missing. You will just need some time to learn living in a new state, in your new balance, feeling the divine energy entering your body, and then the divine energy will be showing you the way. You were sleeping all your life, deeply sleeping like most people, and to arrive fully to the end, you need to pass this turning point. You need to awake, and the practices will help you in the very smooth and safe way. You just need to do them to start your path to the awakening. This could be your missing puzzle to the full awakening. This was my missing secret puzzle to the full awakening. So after I have found these practices, I arrived slowly in some weeks, maybe few months, to the full awakening. And you can also do it. It will not take years, it will not take decades, it is not some mystery, it is not something difficult. You just need to follow the simple instructions, the simple practices of the present moment, and you will come to the full awakening, to the full balance of your system, to the activation of your three selves.